Hi everyone, hope everyone's had a great weekend. We certainly have with sales and a few new listings coming on the market and some very exciting news with regards to one which has been highly anticipated that didn't even hit the market this year, which is great. It was sold prior to completion, so there will be some more news on that to come to hand. Guys, off the cuff today, just a lot of the stuff that, I talk about on these Sundays tends to be stuff that I'll think about when I get a spare second, which isn't much. As I've mentioned to you last week and in previous weeks, been working 7 days a week at the moment, which is, the way it is. The market's busy. We had Channel 7 come to one of our open homes yesterday at 23 Mahara Street. They were going off to some auctions, I think, in Orderly, which was great to see, and they were very impressed with the number of people out and about. Just for people looking for market research, there were a lot of people out. They're talking about November 20, which isn't too far away, as being one of the last weekends you can buy auction-wise before you settle before Christmas. Obviously, if you have a shorter settlement, you can settle prior to that. But there's a little bit of flurry out there at the moment. If you want to go down onto my Facebook page, you can see the Channel 7 story with regards to people rushing to buy now to be in. So there is a little bit of a time limit on that, and seen a lot of people. So guys, talking today, the topic I'm talking about is price is what you pay, value is what you get. Now, two different things. So I guess in our industry, in real estate, we call the price is, basically, what you pay in commission wise. So, you may look to go with an agent that's cheaper, or the commission's a lot, is a lot less than someone else. Their marketing might cover all bases. Their marketing might skip a few things and it might be cheaper, but it may not get you the end result, which is the most amount of money in your pocket. So, that's what the name of the game is. So, I get it a bit because my commission is a little bit higher than most, which I'm happy to say, which is fine. But, you do get, someone that's working 7 days a week, always on call and, always contactable. So, I sold one last Sunday. That's why I was a little bit late last Sunday doing this. But we were running around on Sunday, and that particular buyer or buyers, hadn't offered another property and couldn't get hold of the agent. So when they couldn't get hold of the agent, they were tossing up between two properties and they went with ours. So that can make a big difference to the result of your property. So that small amount of percent or what you pay is fine in the end. And I think that people agree that that I've sold the property for recently that hasn't been completed. There's a lot of saving costs there as well that they've been able to save. So they've been able to move forward with a quicker sale and move on to the next one. So that is, providing good value for them. So there are a couple examples. So as well, look, all industries. So today or last night, I got home last night and my beautiful wife, Sam, was, sitting down on the couch. She'd just been had a busy day. She was out and about, doing a little bit of shopping, and she works very hard during the week and told me that the air conditioning wasn't working. So a little bit hot. I don't like the heat. I actually hate the heat. That's why people ask me, why do I go to New York and San Francisco and all those sort of places. I really like going to the cooler climates. I hate the humidity. I hate those heat waves that we get. It's just not me. Did a lot of beach holidays when I was younger. So when I did that, I think I sort of got it all out of my system. So I do prefer the cooler. I sweat a lot, so I don't like that. So to come home last night and know that we didn't have air conditioning was, after a long day's work, I think we had 14 open houses, and as well on top of that we had 5 private inspections. So needless to say, I was looking forward to a quiet night in, which was, what did we have, Sam? Greek takeaway I think we had last night, and sitting and watching a bit of Netflix and drinking some mineral water and watching and just chilling out. To find out that we didn't have air conditioning last night was probably, wasn't great for me. So cutting to the chase, I rang a lot of, not a lot of real estate agents. I rang a lot of people in the, the air conditioning game. So I rang a few people that I've done business with, a few people I've referred to. So there's 2 that were really great. So one couldn't make it, so look, that's fine, and you know they did a wonderful job when they're out here, and look, they were up the coast and had family commitments. The other one, he was here at 7 o'clock this morning, fixed the problem, was great. There was a couple of more issues that have come up since, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I was happy to pay, they went, look, there's going to be a call-out fee. The call-out fee on a Sunday's going to be a little bit more, and, there's going to be, a few other costs associated, but I was more than happy to pay whatever it was, and that just goes to show that level of service deserves it. Like, it was Sunday morning, 7 a.m, and to have that person come out, fix the problem, was just outstanding. Outstanding service, really nice person to deal with. So the service that I was offered, the value that it gave me and the value it gave my wife was unbelievable. So the cost involved was null and void. So I didn't care what it really cost. I just wanted, the problem fixed. So a lot in life we get caught up on how much it costs or what do you got to pay, but if that gets you to the desired result, it sort of becomes null and void. So that was sort of, to me, sort of going to say in our industry when people sort of do it for a cheaper price or say what's the difference between you and another agent. Again, I was just happy to pay that. And look, there was a few other issues that didn't come up this morning. So I've got another guy out here today. Great guy. He's been and done a lot of stuff for us as well. And he came here for a couple of hours, said the call-out fee's double because it's a Sunday. I said, no worries, just when can you get here? And it was just a really good experience. Fixed the problem in about 2 hours because there was a few things that didn't come up when the first guy came and had a look. So, yeah, so was I happy to pay, hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get it fixed? Yes, because it just got done. I don't have to worry about that tomorrow. I don't have to go and let anyone in my house, during the normal work hours. Obviously, I was still working again today, but we sort of arranged times that I was going to be home. So, yeah, the price was null and void, and the value, I'm happy to pay that when you get value for your money, which is someone that comes out, fixes a problem straight away. In the real estate world, it might be a commission, and if that agent gets you an extra $100,000 or an extra $200,000, whatever it is, and the commission's an extra $6,000, $10,000, well, really, it doesn't really matter that much, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that you're entrusting with the sale of your property, and they're the ones that that deserve that, because they are working hard for that. And it just comes with all, walks of life. Thinking about it, look, I went to Cy Brothers in Paddington, just when the heat's, because as I mentioned, I really hate the heat. I've started going to a Cy Brothers in Paddington, and, lovely gentleman up there that owns it, great guy, and greets you with a smile. He texted me this afternoon. He hasn't had a day off, or told me this morning, hasn't had a day off in 40 days. Greets you with a smile, always remembers your name, remembers your order. That is service, and that is value. That keeps me going back to somewhere like that. Small business owners out there that are listening at the moment, I foresee that, if you have that personal touch, people want to deal with that person. They don't genuinely want to deal with, you know, someone just in charge. There's another little cafe at the moment I go to every morning after, you know, I do my morning exercise. And, you know, walk straight in. It's Aristotle. It's in Paddington, it's called Aristotle. And I walk in. By the time I sit down, I've got my skinny latte, I've got my scrambled eggs on the way, and I've got a glass of ice water with lemon in it. So, you know, service, value for money, great, greeted with my name, just fantastic. So, you know, am I happy to go there every morning? Great, it brings you back. So guys, look, I won't, you know, go on too long tonight because it's just something that I've seen a lot, not only in real estate, but I've seen a lot in service. And again, just something that popped in the mind today when I had people race out and felt a little bit bad saying it's going to cost you a little bit more today, but I could see the value in that and the value in paying that price, because that fixed a problem. The solution was fixed. Yeah, it cost me a little bit more than it would have tomorrow or the next day or next week, but, you know, all in all, a very happy customer. So I hope everyone has a great week. Please feel free to shoot me any questions if you do. You know, we're getting close to the end of the year, guys. I'll be working right up until Christmas and beyond. So looking forward to meeting you at open houses, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.